Hi, my name is Tamara. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about spring fragrances. We are officially in spring, so you know it's all about the fruity florals, the florals fragrances, the slight musky fragrances. It's light, airy, fresh fruity floral. Now today, Sunday in Georgia, it is a beautiful day. It's about 75 degrees outside, so if you hear the noise, it's coming from the air condition because it's hot. I have the ultimate spring fragrances for you. No, doesn't matter what your taste, I guarantee you I have a fragrance on this list that you will love. So if you want to see what these are, please keep on watching. The first one I have is Yin Transformation from the Harmonist. This is a beautiful floral, slightly creamy, musky fragrance. It's very light on the floral, so it's not a heavy rose or it's not heavy florals. It's light, it's fresh. And the freshness, I'm thinking, is coming from the orange or bergamot, maybe in the fragrance, but it has a nice freshness. When you first spray it, you get that freshness, and you do get the florals. It's a floral fragrance, and you're gonna get the ylang ylang coming through from this fragrance. Now, I wouldn't say, it says it has, the note says it has almond milk. I don't get it. It does have a creaminess to it, but I don't get almond milk. I don't get that, but I do get a creaminess from that. And that could be coming from the almond milk or the sandalwood in the fragrance. But when I sprayed, you have to love your rose because it does have rose in the fragrance, but it's a nice, fresh, airy rose fragrance. So absolutely love this one. This one could be daytime, could be errands, it could be even brunch. This one has orchid, Bulgarian rose, mandarin orange, has almond milk, ylang ylang, and iris, white musk, sandalwood, and benzoin. So again, you have to love your rose. I'm a rose girl through and through, so of course I like this one. But this is beautiful, feminine, classy, elegant fragrance, and this is Yin Transformation from the Harmonist. Now, since we're on the topic of rose, let's just get the rose out the way. I cannot have a spring summer video without Delina La Rosée. Look at my bottle. I got this last year. I don't know what took me so long to get this fragrance. This is a beautiful watered down version to Delina. And I say watered down, it doesn't mean that it's watery, but it is not as strong, not as tart, it's just a lighter fragrance to Delina. It's giving me an aquatic feel. So of course, once it gets warm outside, this should have been my scent of the day. My scent of the day, by the way, is Green Extravaganza from Born in Roma. This should have been my scent of the day because as soon as it gets warm, I want to wear this one. So if Delina was too much or exclusive was too much for you, try this one because this is, you get in the rose, you get in the lychee, but it's not too much. It's more fresh, fruity, floral, light florals you're getting from this one. So I would say this is a watered down version to Delina. It's a more aquatic, I don't know if there's any aquatic notes in there, but it's a more aquatic version to Delina. So it's light, it's airy, it's fruity, it's fresh, it's floral, but it's just, and it's long lasting. So even though exclusive is very long lasting, Delina is long lasting. I was worried about longevity in this one. You will get longevity. Sillage is amazing on this one as well, but it's not heavy as the other two. So this is best for spring, summer. This is a staple. You have to have this. It does have the Delina DNA, so I say you still have to love the Delina DNA to vibe with this one, but it's just not too much, not too heavy. This is just really, I would say, brunch, early dinner, errands. This is a good, you don't know what to wear, try this. Really one of my favorite for spring, summer, and this is the La Rosée. Now, we said we're staying in with the rose, right? And I promise you, I have more than rose fragrances. Just let's get the rose let's get the rose fragrances out of the way. So another one that I have for you, which is another rose fragrance, this is Pink Me Up, and this is Atelier des Ors or something like that, I don't know, but this is Pink Me Up. This is more of a fruity rose fragrance, fresh, not it's a bright fragrance. It is it's a lively fragrance, and it has a champagne note that just give it that fizzy feel. It gives it that, it's like an uplifting, fizzy, feminine, pretty girl fragrance. I don't know how to describe this one, but it's just, it gives me that just bright rose fizziness to it. This is new to my collection, so when I first got it, I sprayed a little bit to kind of test longevity. Longevity, I would say about 6 hours. It is more a bubble scent, so people have to come close to you. I did not overspray, so I don't know if overspray will get it to be beast mode, but I say I really get about 6 hours. It's a nice fizzy, airy rose fragrance, fruity rose fragrance. I think this is a feminine fragrance. So after the fizziness wears off, I think you get a nice fruity fragrance. This is, let me see what the notes are in this one. So the notes in this one: bergamot, orange blossom, blackberry, rose, champagne, musk, patchouli, and iris. So this one I'm thinking more daytime wear, errands. I think I can get away with it for church. It does have that champagne note, is prominent, it's fizzy. You will get that champagne note coming through. So I would say you have to love champagne in a fragrance to vibe with this one. But the bottle is pretty, the juice is pretty. It's very nice daytime, early evening spring fragrance. It's gonna uplift you. I promise you spray this and whatever mood you're in, it will just uplift you, especially if you love fragrances. And this is Pink Me Up. Windflowers by Creed. This is your fruity floral fragrance. It has a slight sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet. It's not a sweet vanilla fragrance. It does have a sweetness, and I think it's the praline note in there that's giving it that sweetness. You have to love your orange blossom to vibe with this fragrance, because it does have the orange blossom and it's prominent. You're gonna get the jasmine. It has the jasmine sambac. It has tuberose. It's a pretty girl floral fragrance. So I would say if you love florals, you don't like anything too strong, nothing too overbearing, you will like this one, because the florals in this one, they're done really well. They're blended to perfection, and it has a nice creamy sandalwood in the base as well with the musk. Absolutely love this fragrance. Now it's $400 and something. I would say it is not worth $400. I don't want to say it's not worth it. Creed fragrances are expensive. It is long lasting. It's not a beast mode. People have to come close to you, but I would say it's a quality fruity floral fragrance. People come close to you, they're gonna know you smell good, and they're gonna say, okay, this is good, this is money. You're gonna smell rich. You smell like a rich auntie. This fragrance I bring out year after year. This is a staple in my spring and summer rotation. This is dinner, this is early dinner, this is brunch, this is church, this is going out to summer event, this is barbecue. This is pretty much whenever you just want to smell good. I love this for brunch though. This is my brunch staple. This is also church if I'm going out after, or if I'm just going to visit friends or wine tasting. This would be good for as well. I'm a wine girl, so of course wine tasting comes to mind. Quality, classic girl, feminine, old money, rich auntie vibe, and this is Windflowers from Creed, just a staple in my collection. Neroli Blanc. This is, I got this I think in France, from Paris. This was hard to get, but I did hear someone describe this fragrance and I know I had to get this. This one is an orange blossom bomb. You have to love your orange blossom. Yeah, this one is loaded with the fruit. It has the mandarin orange, it has some fruits in there, so it's very fruity when you spray. But then after a while, you're getting the orange blossom is in the opening, and I think the orange blossom is all. I think the orange blossom is in the opening, and they should put it in the base as well, because you do get it. It has some musk in there, cedar and sandalwood in the base, so a little bit of a woody, musky dry down. The musk and the cedar balance the sweetness out because it is a little bit sweet, but I don't think it's overly sweet. I wouldn't say it's a vanilla fragrance, but you're gonna get that sweetness in there. Very juicy, very bright. This is another bright, juicy orange blossom fragrance. It is orange blossom heavy, so you would have to love your orange blossom. You have to love your orange blossom to vibe with this one, but this is a beautiful fruity floral slightly sweet musky fragrance. This one I would reserve for evening or going out. This would be a dinner, this would be you're going to an event, this would be a house party or something like that. This, I would say this is more of an evening wear. That's what category I put this one in, but it's a beautiful fruity floral slightly sweet musky fragrance, and this is Neroli Blanc Intense. Now since we're talking about florals, this is a floral balm and I love this one. It's new to my collection and it is just a pretty girl, pretty bottle, pretty juice, and this is Elle Anniversary from Jasmine. This one is, when you spray it, you get the burst, you get fruits. It's just a burst of fruitness. It has green apple. I get a pear vibe from it. It has lychee. It has bergamot. I'm almost sure. So it's very fruity. It states it has red berries, which I think is also giving that fruitiness and also that sweetness to it as well. This one, it has jasmine, peony, cashmere, licorice, sandalwood, patchouli. Patchouli in this one is not overbearing, it's not much. I don't get a heavy patchouli from this fragrance, but it's in there, you will smell it, but it's blended really, really well. So you're gonna get that freshness and that fruitiness from the fruits in the fragrance. It doesn't stay too long. I feel like it dries down to a more floral fragrance in my opinion. It's fairly new, so I can't remember what longevity. I've only worn it once and I can't remember what longevity is in this one. So I will update you on this one. This one, all the girlies are talking about this now. It does have a very nice dry down to it. It's a classic girl fragrance. It's a feminine fragrance. This would be dinner, it could be date, it's not a sexy fragrance, so I wouldn't say it's a sexy date night. It's a dinner fragrance. It is an evening wear, it is a brunch, it is going out and you want to smell good and you're elevated, you're dressed up, then I would say this one. Beautiful fruity floral fragrance. Internet, this one is on everybody's spring list and it is for a reason, because it's a beautiful white florals with depth, with character. It is, by the way, it's Ava Maria from House of Bow. This one is very ethereal, very angelic. It is white florals, gardenia. You have to love your gardenia to love this one, but it's not just a white florals. This one has way more going on with this one. I would say it's not blind buy safe. I know it's on everybody's spring list. Try before you buy, and now they have it in a discovery set, so I would say check it out in the discovery set. I love a lot of their fragrances. I love Espiritu, I love Rosario, I love Infinite Oud. Bam Bam is not bad and Lamar is not bad, so they have quality fragrance. But Ava Maria is just this pretty girl. I think brunch, I think day wedding, I think even resort wedding, because it has that pretty girl, classy, feminine. There's just something about this fragrance that is so hard to describe that makes it very unique. So yes, a lot of white florals, but it's a unique white floral. I know they have Merlot listed in this one. I don't get Merlot from it, I get Pinot Grigio. I do get the wine, but I would say more of a white wine, more Pinot Grigio than Merlot, because I don't get that dry red wine from this fragrance. But classy, angelic, pretty girl, white florals with depth, white florals with character. Some of the notes, it has the gardenia in the open and you're gonna smell that. It also, and this is a dewy gardenia, and it is a dewy gardenia in the true sense of dewy gardenia, so you're gonna get that. It has some of the notes in this one is cashmere, Indonesian jasmine, raindrops, African neroli, sweet pear, oak wood, Merlot wine, Napa leather. The leather in this one, don't think Napa leather. I don't know what Napa leather is. I just know what leather is, and it's not a strong leather note. You're not getting strong leather in this one. It is more of a soft suede like leather. It blends really well. It's not heavy, it's not leathery. When I first sprayed it, I was like, oh, this has a little aquatic vibe to it. I don't know where I was getting that from, but I do get an aquatic vibe from it. But fresh florals, white florals to be exact, beautiful. But this one is different from all the other gardenia or all the other white florals fragrance. It is something is so different about this fragrance. It means a lot to me. I hold this one dear to my heart because of the memories that I attach to this fragrance. So this is a very dear fragrance. It's a classic girl, it's a pretty girl. It's just this. It is not safe blind buy, but I would say definitely get your nose on it because it is very unique. And this is Ava Maria. This one would be for date night. This is your spring, the evening, spring night, and this is Casa Blanca from the House of Beau as well. This one is your woody floral fragrance. So you're gonna get the florals coming through, but this one you're gonna get more oud and a slightly smokiness to this one. This one has a tobacco note that gives us a slight smokiness, and the oud is there to balance the fragrance out. This is pretty girl. This is date night. This is evening event. This is a night event. This is going out and it's still hot outside or still light, but you want something that's gonna smell good because it's getting cooler in the night. This is good. The tobacco note is not overly done, it's not heavy, it is not a by the fireplace or jazz club smokiness that you're getting. It is there, slight smokiness blends with the oud, but that's what makes it that woody. You're gonna get that woodiness coming through in the base, but the tobacco and the oud give this fragrance depth. It's a floral fragrance, but it's a floral with depth, with character. Like the Ava Maria is more flirty, feminine, and girly. This one is a little bit more unisex. This one, I think a man can rock this if they want, but it's a floral fragrance nonetheless. Pretty girl, classic girl, dressed up, slight sweetness to it. What does it have? This has mineral notes, white tea, labdanum, fig, white sweet, copal, bourbon, vanilla, tobacco, and oud. So that's where that slight sweetness is coming from. It's from the bourbon, vanilla. Oud and the tobacco, you know I love my strong heavy hitter, and I think that's what gets me with this one. Pretty girl, classy, evening. This one I would say it's strictly evening, night, and this is Casablanca from House of Beau. Now another one that I like, and this is for daytime, this is for wedding, brunch, baby shower, classic. This is another classic girl, pretty girl, feminine fragrance, Kaali, and this is Wedding Silk Santal. This is really a pretty girl. This pretty girl fragrance that, yes, I could see a bride wearing this one. I could see you going to a wedding on like a beach, or you going to a tropical wedding. You could wear this one, baby shower, anything that's just pretty classy, and anything that I think you have to wear a dress, a pretty dress, a white dress, a floral dress, whimsical. This is what I think of. It's really a pretty girl fragrance. It's a classic feminine fragrance. This one has the champagne note that gives it a little bit of fizziness to it as well. It is fresh. You get that freshness, you get that champagne, that fizziness when you spray. The praline gives it some sweetness. It does have orange blossom. It has a sugar note, so and the sugar note is going to add to the vanilla to give it some sweetness, but it's not a sweet fragrance. It's not a gourmand fragrance. It's a bright, fresh, fizzy, floral fragrance. Orange blossom is prominent, so you have to love that note because I'm smelling the orange blossom in there as well. This is a beautiful fragrance. Notes are blended well. It has a lot of notes. It has champagne, it has blackcurrant, it has nectarine, so that's where you get that freshness, fruitiness when you spray. You get the praline, jasmine, orange blossom, vanilla, sugar, sandalwood, and musk, oak musk. So not overly musky, but the musk brings it back. As I said, this is dressing up. This is really, even brunch, you could wear this. So I think just wedding, baby shower, getting married, bridal party, bridal shower, whatever brides do these days, I don't know, but I do think this could be a signature scent for a bride, even leading up to the wedding or on their wedding day. It's the Wedding Silk Santal 36 from Kaali. Now, Rosendo Mateu 6. This is a jasmine fragrance. So if you love jasmine, you love musk, you love sandalwood, you love that fruity, you love floral fragrance, this is a pretty girl floral fragrance. It's jasmine, so you have to love your jasmine in the fragrance, but it's really, it says jasmine, sandalwood, oriental, musk. So this is really, these are pretty much the keynotes in the fragrance. This one, I remember I wore this when I was in Publix after work, and someone walked behind me and he said, "Oh my god, you smell good." and he said, I don't want to be offensive, but you just really smell good. And then at the end of it, he did ask for it, the name of it, because he said he thinks he would love to get this for his wife. This one is a sweet ambery jasmine musky fragrance. So slightly sweet, slightly ambery, slightly musky jasmine fragrance. It has jasmine. I'm almost sure it has jasmine sambac. Jasmine sambac, some floral notes, exotic fruit, sandalwood, musk, vanilla, and amber. This is a daytime evening dinner. This is a sexy fragrance in my opinion for spring summer evening. So I would reserve this one for going out, brunch, dinner, in the night. It projects. It is long lasting. As I said, I wore to work one day, and even after work when I went to Publix, it was still, people were able to still smell it. It's Rosendo Mateu 6. So this one is a fruity bomb. It is fresh, it is fruity, and it has a slight musky dry down to the base. So I would say this one has a slight greenness to it. So it's maybe a green fruit. No, lemon. Okay, so it has the lemon and the passion fruit. So you're getting the fruitiness with I get a slight greenness, tartness coming from it. And I like this one for easy reach and it errands, elevated look. This one, if you don't know what you're gonna wear, I think it's mass appealing, to be honest with you. So if you don't know what you're gonna wear and you want something that's just, you know, it's gonna smell good, you know it's gonna last long, it's not gonna disappoint you in the springtime, I would say Cassiopea. It opens up with passion fruit, cassis, lemon, and fern. It has a tea rose in there, carnation, lily of the valley, tonka bean musk, and sandalwood. So easy reach, as appealing. I don't think it would offend anyone, and it's gonna last long. So Cassiopea is the pretty girl. I would say this one could be unisex. I don't think it's a feminine fragrance, but now this is for your dinner, this is for your evening, this is for springtime and summertime when you really just, you're going to an event. This is not just daytime, it's not dressed down. This is Valaya, and this is for when you're going out. It is very fruity, very fresh, but it also is very woody and strong. This is one of them when you want people to smell you before they see you. It's Valaya. You don't have to overspray because you're gonna choke everyone out. It's a very aldehydic. The ambroxan in this one makes it just last for days. It is a long-lasting beast mode freshie, but this is a freshie for the evening. This is going out. This is event. This is black tie. This is whatever it is in the warmer weather. This is what I would rock this, but I would say evening and night or any special occasion I would reserve the Valaya for. Now another one that I would say is another beast mode strong one, and this is a hibiscus and rose, and this is a Hibiscus Mahajad, one of my favorite. This one I'm looking forward to wear. This is a beast mode. This is gonna last you 10 plus hours. This lasts all day and it projects pretty much for half that. This is a fragrance where you don't have to overspray, and I would say the Maison Crivelli fragrances, they humbled me. I have the Astral Tuberose, and I am a oversprayer, and I always have to remember that 4 to 6 and I'm done. I wore this the other day, and of course I overspray, and I was like, okay, tomorrow you don't need more than 6 of this one. Fragrance is a masterpiece. Very fresh, very fruity. You get the florals coming through. Right, it has amber. The leather in this one is not a strong leather. I think the leather in Astral Tuberose is stronger than this one. This one is very nice, very well done, very well blended leather. This is reserved for a special occasion, again, dinner, nighttime, evening, going out. This is not a dress down fragrance. You can, but I think of it more because it's so strong, it projects so well, and you have so many more fruity florals that you could wear in the daytime. I would wear this one if I'm going to brunch, if I'm going to dinner, if I'm going to an event. That's when I would wear this one. This one has hibiscus, of course, damask rose, vanilla, cassis, leather, peppermint, ambrette, and cinnamon. I don't get the cinnamon too much. I really don't get the cinnamon. I do get more of a hibiscus and rose, fresh floral, slightly musky, dry down. Don't overspray, it will humble you. And this is Hibiscus Mahajad from Maison Crivelli. And the last one we're going to be talking about is just my go-to. It comes out just like wind flowers year after year. This one is Greenwich Village from bond number 9. This is your pretty girl fragrance. Yes, it has a little bit of remnants of Baccarat, but I think the dry down, they go in 2 different directions. So if you like Baccarat, but there was something about Baccarat that you didn't like, you probably would like this one. This is just this pretty girl, classy, feminine. This is another rich auntie vibe fragrance. You know, this is just old money. It's not a loud beast mode strong projector, but it lasts very long, and once people come to your bubble, they will smell you. It is a this one, as I said, it's not beast mode, but it's long lasting. It's long lasting, but it's not, the sillage is not the greatest in this one. People really have to come close to you. But when I tell you, this one, I would say, even for, I love this for when I'm getting my hair done or when I'm going on a plane. It's a soft fragrance. This one has lychee and peach in the opening, so you're getting that fruitiness and a slight freshness when you spray. I don't know if it has bergamot, but it has tangerine. That's where that bergamot vibe is coming from. And then it has water lily, peony, jasmine. It has the ambraxan, the praline, the musk, the vanilla in the base. Now you're getting a slight sweetness from the praline and the vanilla, but it's not a sweet fragrance. Ambraxan is in there that normally make the fragrance projects and last longer. I don't get a strong projector from this unless I'm not overspray. Baccarat DNA, I do smell, I get it when I first spray, but I'm a Baccarat girl. You know, if you know me, you know Baccarat is my favorite fragrance. So of course, I don't care if it has Baccarat DNA, but I think it leans to in a different direction than the Baccarat. Slight sweetness, but it's very fruity. Florals coming through, and it has a slight sweetness and musk in the base. And this is Greenwich Village from bond number 9. I think that's it. I think we're done. Those were probably 14 or 15 fragrances that I recommend for spring. This is what's going to be heavy in my spring summer rotation, because these are fragrances that I look forward to wear this time of year. If you're still here and you find value, like the video and subscribe. I would love to have you join the family. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any of these, if you're looking forward to rocking these, and I hope I get to see you in the next one. Bye.